All right, guys, I want to thank you for jumping on to the video. My name is Zeb Perkey. I'm the Chief Growth Officer at Pound Social, and we're back with another growth video. You know what it is. Today, we're going to be talking about this platform specifically, LinkedIn growth, using some tools, some strategies. We're going to talk about profile optimization. We're going to talk about Sales Navigator. We're going to talk about some tools, like I said, and then how to convert down the funnel. It's all about that funnel, baby. And I know my last video was about Instagram. If you didn't catch that video, feel free to go and check out that video in my post. And comment if you have any questions too. Make sure that you like this video so other people can see it. And if you are interested in our own Instagram growth services, feel free to shoot me an email or sign up for our upcoming webinar that actually starts today, if you're watching this today, or tomorrow. So they happen 4 times a week. So let's jump right into it. Why do we care about LinkedIn? Well, you're on LinkedIn, your friends are LinkedIn. A lot of people care about LinkedIn, so let's actually look at some statistics. Who's LinkedIn for? Well, we know who LinkedIn is for, professionals, right? So especially for people who actually care about this video, who's focusing on lead generation, we've got salespeople, we've got business development, influencers especially who are looking to build up their following. We've got community organizers, small businesses and startups that are on a budget, right? So they're looking to connect with the right people who care about their business at the quickest way possible for the least amount of money. And so LinkedIn gives you that ability to connect with the people who are actually making those decisions. And so let's go through those ways. Use cases that I've used Instagram before. Well, when I was heavily focused on LinkedIn for Doddles, I built up my network of investors. So I was connecting with investors especially in California, New York, Boston. I helped connect us with a $100,000 investment during our $600,000 round last year, and built up a network of over 3,000 of the top VCs and angel investors in the nation, and then press. So I helped us get featured in TechCrunch, TechCo, Techly, Small Business Trends, tons of tech publications just by using LinkedIn and leveraging automation tools with on top of LinkedIn. And then also sales too, sales for Pound Social, connecting with people who actually care about your business, because that's the most important thing. It's not just fishing out in the sea, it's using the right bait for the people who actually care about your business. So during this video, we're going to focus on how to target your niche and connect with them on LinkedIn at scale, especially using automation. So everyone likes statistics, right? Let's look at some facts. LinkedIn now has over 500 million members. 260 million LinkedIn users are logged in each month. That's actually pretty legit, since LinkedIn is just pretty focused on the professional niche, right? And so we're going to talk about how content actually ranks pretty high with engagement on LinkedIn. 40% of monthly active users use LinkedIn daily. LinkedIn reported user goal is 3 billion. So they're hungry. They're looking to grow their platform. And that's good for content creators. So if you're not producing content right now, that's something that you might want to be focusing on. I know that you've seen uptick in trends of people that are actually creating videos. Even if you want to share news stories or videos that are popular, we're going to see videos that are shared get 5 times more engagement. That's because LinkedIn is hungry to grow their platform, right? So they're building up the content creator. Unlike Facebook and Instagram, they're pushing down the content creator. So take advantage of that aspect of it. That's one piece. So 61 million LinkedIn users are senior level influencers, and 40 million are in decision-making positions. That is huge for you. Salespeople, can I get a shout out right now? Can I get a comment or a like? What's your business? What do you do? Who are you looking to connect with? Let's build out our networks. You're looking to connect with the people who can actually say yes or no on that contract, right? Or make that decision. And so those people are found on LinkedIn. We can look at a couple more. Microsoft paid a whole heck of a lot of money for LinkedIn in 2016. I don't know if you like that or not. And there are 63 million unique mobile monthly users. So make sure that your content is fashioned for mobile users. That pretty much goes across the board for all social media users. Mobile. Make sure everything that you have is mobile friendly, especially your websites or wherever you're taking them for your sign up pages, your registrations, your product pages, whatever, what have you. If you're a coach, if you're doing a webinar, make sure that it's mobile friendly, okay? That's super important. So let's actually start and get it into how we start this process of growth hacking LinkedIn. And if you don't know what growth hacking is, I know I referenced it in my first video. For those that you didn't check that for my Instagram growth video, growth hacking is building relationships with people who actually care about your business faster. And I like to add in the caveat without spending a lot of money, right? That's the most important part, I think. Doing it fast and not doing it for a lot of money. Okay, so you can see my profile right here. And you can see that I've got a logo-ish style picture. This is so people can easily recognize me, you guys. And this actually logo was made in Doodles. So it's a logo of my face, right? It sticks out, people will see it, they know it's that perky. Yes, I know I have a very red beard, it is what it is. No, I don't dye it, people ask me that, I don't know why. Friends and family, it's a nice warm picture. I have my logo, I have my picture with an emoji because I'm pushing for that mobile engagement. And my bio is social lead generation, leveraging AI and automation at Pound Social. You can't get more direct than that, right? Let's get to my bio. Thanks for reading my bio. I start with social proof, social proof, social proof, social proof. These are all things that speak to, yes, you can trust me, right? You can trust me. I've been written about in the news. These are major tech publications. These are major articles that talk about either myself personally or the business that I'm involved with to build up that social proof that we're talking about. So as Doodles, I talk about Doodles, what I do at Doodles and Pound, my workload, my wins. So this isn't me necessarily, I mean, you could take it as me bragging, but it's more just like, you can trust me because of this, right? Why am I the man or woman for this job? How can I take care of you, right? And all this should be to build you up, right? To influence that person to be like, yes, they can take care of me. And then I have a link to one of those articles above. Strengthen your profile and then so we can see people who have viewed my profile, my search appearances, how many followers, my activity, my experience. Make sure all that's up to date, you guys. And then skills and endorsements. This is a good one too that is really important to get your skills to 99 because that really carries a lot of clout. And when I say clout, I mean it carries a lot of influence, right? And so if you guys are actually interested in how I did that, I actually got 3 skills to 99 in 3 months just using automation. And it was actually really slick. It was just a message. I engaged people. I endorsed their skills and I just said a one-liner back. And just doing that maybe 2 or 3 days a week, I got 3 of those skills to 99. And then a couple other my skills are average too. But these were the ones that I felt were most likely to give that social proof that we were talking before. And you can also use that same kind of outreach for the recommendations as well. So there's what we're talking about for profile optimization. So let's go back to, so that pretty much covers profile optimization. If you guys have any more questions about profile optimization, feel free to comment and make sure to like this video. Now let's jump into Sales Navigator. And I know Sales Navigator can get expensive. And so it might not be for everyone. So you might just get stuck being like real estate agent, sorry for my spelling, and people. And then I might have to go to locations and I might have to find them in Green Bay, Wisconsin area, apply, and it will still come up with 638 people who are in my connections, right? And so LinkedIn actually does give you some pretty decent search results, But what the big social platform players don't give you, what LinkedIn does give you, is the behind the scene access to their users. And why that's so important is because it gives you the ability to reach out directly to those users. Instagram and Facebook, they give you that access, but it's called Facebook ads, right? It's called Instagram ads. But with Sales Navigator, they give you that API access, quote unquote, that lets you get right to them. And so I just did real estate agent. What I'd like to do over here is go to geography always. Now, if you're in a different country and you're watching this, you can of course go any geography that you want. Generally, I do United States because obviously my webinars are in English, and we see the highest conversion rates with US companies, but that doesn't mean that you can't go elsewhere. And then relationship, you can click first, second, third degree connections. I usually leave that one open. And then you can even get like seniority levels. So if let's say we're going after owners or partners, generally I don't mess around with that one too much. But it's really all that you want to do to get it down to how many people that you want to reach out to, right? And another thing, this is actually more like, I forget what people call it. They like to say like, this is like what's it called? It's like it's like, oh, here's like an expert hack, right? I always go after people that posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. Because these are the people who are most active, the people who are most relevant, and the people who are actually like quote unquote, I'd like to say micro influencers, just because you know that they're actively engaging with people and you know that their sphere of influence is wider than others, right? So we go 30 days, now 107,000 people. There's no way that I'm going to be able to reach out to 107,000 real estate agents, depending on your business, right? So you might be reaching out to real estate agents, insurance agents, you might be reaching out to co-working spaces, you might be reaching out to social media firms, whatever. You can mess with those keywords right in here. So let's say I want to bring it down and I know the company size. Let's say that I want to reach out to smaller companies because I know that they are more apt to need some kind of inexpensive way to automate their outreach, right? So they're looking for a cheaper way. Now, 17,000, that's a little bit better than the 150,000 that we were looking at before. And I'll tell you why getting this number closer to like 2,500 is better for the type of automation that we're using, but it's not certainly necessary depending on the level of outreach that you want to run. And we can even do like, let's say we want to do title. What do we want to do? Oh, let's do industry. And we'll do, let's put them in marketing and advertising. We'll get real down into the nitty gritty. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so these are people that we know that are real estate agents in the United States of America that are focused on marketing and advertising with a company headcount of 1 to 10 who've posted on LinkedIn in the past 30 days. Okay, so this is what I would consider is a hyper-targeted list of users that we can target on LinkedIn for cold outreach, right? For cold outreach. So what we're gonna do is save this search, and we're gonna call it real estate agents, and then we're gonna do USA, and then we're gonna do mar and add, and then we're gonna do 1 to 10, and however you guys wanna label this, I mean, go crazy, it's up to you, right? Okay, now that covers the profile optimization side, right? That covers the Sales Navigator side, because this is pretty much, okay, and so then we saved our search, right? We can look here, save searches, perfect. Then what we want to do is go to our automation tool. And so there are a couple tools that I've used most of the tools in the game, and you've got a wide array of tools, right? So you've got the one that I'm going to go through now, which is Growth Lead. You've got which actually uses its own virtual server, which we're not going to get into because that's highly technical. But so you've got Growth Lead, you've got Duck Soup, you've got Linked Helper, and then you've got engagement pods like LemPod. and even more tools out there that you can find on your own. And the prices range from anywhere from like $6.99 per month on the lowest tier for Linked Helper, all the way to Growth Lead that I'm going to show you for $150 a month. And you might be like, holy smokes, dude, why would you use Growth Lead for $150 a month when you can use Linked Helper? Well, we can talk about those benefits maybe in another video. And if you're interested about like, why the heck would you use a $150 tool over a $6.99 tool? Comment in the below, ask me that question, make sure you like this video, and I can make another video on comparing automation tools and why tools are better than others, because they really do differentiate, and they make your automated outreach just in different ballparks. Okay, so let's jump over to our automation tool, growthlead.io. And so you can see one of my campaigns going on right now. And so let's add the campaign that we just got through Sales Navigator, all right? And so what we do is we go to our campaign management, and you can see my profile is connected right here. We can add members, and so we'll call it the US Real Estate Agents. Description, hyper targeting, real estate agents in the United States for Pound Social. Shout out Pound Social. Doing like 3 things at once, sorry guys. Okay, so within here, let's say that within these connections you can do, now they block you. One issue that I do have with these guys is they block you at 100 messages and 100 autoresponders per day. And so that can be an issue when you're trying to really scale your outreach, where a tool like Duck Soup or Linked Helper lets you do up to, thousands a day. But you've got to watch out because there are certain restrictions and limitations, and so and so there are certain restrictions and limitations that you got to watch out for. That's why if you're new to the automation game, you're willing to spend that top dollar for Growth Lead, they're really going to keep you protected. Connection message, you can set your own connection message, and then how many days you want to go through, your auto response message, your integration. And then save. Let's see if we can save this bad boy. Okay, so now let's go to add members. Import a saved search from Sales Nav. And so here's our real estate agents from Sales Navigator. And we can add all leads or add new leads only. And so all leads is all the leads that would actually be in the list, because Sales Navigator, every time that a new prospect would enter that list, it actually auto-populates that list for you. So you can just keep adding new people time and time, or LinkedIn will actually automatically add new people into that list. So you can add all the leads, and we'll start the import. So your test has been started, load your data, okay? And so let's do a new contact message. And so we'll create it for real estate intro message. And first, I always do, hey, first name. Boom. So, hey John, hey Joe, hey Sarah, hey Samantha. I don't know why I did the J and S, and so this intro message should be super simple. Shouldn't be this big long list, and we're looking to just find the people who are interested with your business, right? Because people out there do need your services, right? And the people that don't, they're gonna ignore it anyway. But the thing with finding the people who care about your business and then reaching out to them to see if they actually care is having a soft introductory message. So, hey Sarah or John, I'm looking to connect with real estate agents. I'm looking to connect with real estate agents. Simple enough, right? I'm looking to connect with real estate agents. Or if you're a social media firm, you could do a question. So, do you focus on Instagram growth? Simple enough, right? And so this is just the introductory message that actually sends out to them when you send them that connection request. So let's change it back to I'm looking to connect with fellow real estate agents, which I actually am a real estate agent. After I left the mill, I got my real estate license because that's where I thought I was going into, but I didn't. Shout out Real Estate for Life. And so we go over here, we save, we can test drive our campaign. So, hey John, I'm looking to connect with fellow real estate agents. Easy enough, right? And so who wouldn't connect with that? Okay, so you're looking to connect with people. And so we can do US real estate agents, we save the change, we save the attached campaign, and then we're done. So let's go back to the real estate agents one. Let's go into settings. And then let's do an autoresponder. So this right here is the first time in all this when we do our ask, right? And so what we're gonna do is, let's do a follow-up message. Actually close. We'll do an add new responder. We actually have to add a follow-up responder message. So we'll add new responder message. So new message, message. And so all I do is first name, John. My product or service is awesome. Check it out. And so, guys, you can get creative here. I know there are a million and one ways to do an ask, whether you want to do your elevator pitch, whether you're looking to get press by sharing a story that you might have heard that they might be interested in. There's a million and one ways to do this area, to do this follow-up message. What I like to do is do short, simple, and make it feel as human as possible. And it's not about being tricky, and it's not about like pulling one over someone. It's about getting the right information that you want to get to someone in their DM at scale, right? And so it's getting your information in front of as many eyeballs as possible and doing it in a way that will convert. And so in this area, again, I like to keep that same methodology that's nice and direct and simple, not like 10,000 paragraphs, right? Not like all this data that just keeps going down and 10,000 links, because we know that the more links and the more options that you give people, the crappier it is, right? And so I can actually give you guys an example of one of our previous autoresponder messages that we don't use anymore. This is actually a longer one that we don't use, and so you can see each time, guys, we shorten it up, right? And so this one is just a short one that we use now. I forgot to ask you what your main source of lead generation is for your space. I have a webinar starting soon that teaches co-working spaces how to source your target and engage users on Instagram. And so that reaches out to anyone who has a co-working space that might be interested in leveling up their space's lead generation through Instagram. It'll build their followers, it'll hyper-target users in their geolocation, and it'll teach their staff how to maximize their Instagram potential. I mean, that's useful for anyone who actually wants to do lead generation at our price point, which is $199 per month, right? And they can cancel anytime. So it's not about spamming, it's not about harassing, it's just getting your message in front of the right people who care about your product or business or service. And so when we use automation correctly, it will work for you. It's about like the growth hacking mantra, right? It's about connecting with people. It's about building relationships with the right people who care about your business at the cheapest cost, right? And so this pretty much sums up my video, you guys. I'll stop the screen share. So if you guys do want to sign up If you guys like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have comments, anything about increased lead generation on LinkedIn, how to optimize your profile, how to use Sales Navigator to its fullest effect, different automation tools like Duck Soup, Linked Helper, Growth Lead, engagement groups like LemPod, or how to convert that traffic into your webinar or sales funnel or on your landing page. And even if you guys have questions about other platforms, especially LinkedIn through Pound Social, that's really our specialty, and that's what our business is about. So feel free to ask those questions or comment below. Again, my name is Zeb Perkey with Pound Social. Thank you so much for spending the time to watch this video, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Bye.